in my past project for I don't even know how many years at this point, man. It's just something I care about a lot, and I know you guys do too. So enough with the sappy stuff, even though it's important to get that stuff out there. We got grand final. Actually, you take that one away, Stu. I know
Are you ready? Are you ready to perhaps glimpse into the future? We got a Shulk on the side of GaYo. Welcome to grand final here at DNA.EXE. Best of 5 set. GaYo's gonna have to take 6, and perhaps having a premonition, or maybe even a prophecy. We have a Shulk going up against the tried, tested, and true Lucas of WebbJP. Pokemon Stadium will be the destination for game number 1, and already advantage GaYo. But going Shulk here, just pulling endless characters out of the hat is GaYo. You gotta respect the ambition.
He's got such work, and I feel like, honestly, I haven't looked at a lot of Lucas matchup cards. This is like oh god.
Oh my god. Wow.
Right
how can he even move with balls that big, is my question.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Here we go. Center stage, and I feel like this is where, like, I do feel like this is the tough one for Lucas, man. It just kind of looks like it, and I feel like you don't randomly go Shulk out of nowhere, you know what I mean? Like, this is like a pocket character. I mean, it might be a pocket character, but character you have to practice to get him out with to even be kind of decent. So, definitely might be a matchup thing, and so far it is certainly working out. You can tell, like, the long reach of the Monado is going to be so powerful against Lucas, so yeah, tough thing for GaYo to kind of fight against here. Or Webb, sorry. Each other out in the neutral a little bit. Air to air there. Shield, he's gonna be living for a while longer now. Pummeling it, eats away at the shield. Then being important to follow up too. People need to, I feel like that's one thing that will really help against grabbing like shield specific combos, or even just having an understanding of where they're gonna go when they're in the shield art. Heaviest character in the game at that point, and he really goes nowhere after anything, no matter what the base contact is. So.
Now we keep on rolling along. WebbJP perhaps struggling to adjust with to the curveball being thrown in just a little bit. But I mean, how many times Matt have you heard the whole? How many times have you heard the whole thing about, like, Shulk is a secret top 10 character? How many, like, the whole, like, yeah, this character is going to absolutely dominate tournaments. And we just never saw the results really come to fruition. Like, we see Shulk, you know, maybe they'll get, like, a top 8 at a local or something. But, yeah, like, what? But we just don't see it. Why is that?
I think it's a combination of, like, potential with him and, like, it's kind of like if people underrated PT, like, there's so many Pokemon, like, easy kind of narrative to spin about the character where it's like, he can do anything. Like, he is like something I hear a lot, which is kind of true, but I think a lot of characters game cheat too. I think he's a really damn good character. I think it's a combination of he's hard to pick up, he's hard to use at the top level. Like, if you play Shulk pretty much all you play, I know ESAM was trying to pick him up for a while, and it probably has a decent enough Shulk, but I can't imagine where he tried to use one in tournament. Talon tried for a while too, and it's like, I feel like he's just such a complex, kind of hard character to polish and maintain at the top level, so that might be why we don't see him so much. It's like Shulk specialists, basically, who are, you know, very good players in their own right, high to top players. Ooh. I think if Fire Strike almost enough. Freeze? Cover? Nope, not enough. Who can't GaYo play, by the way, because Sonic, who I don't think is a very easy character to play either, or at least he feels very foreign and unnatural. Hero. He's just he plays everyone. The legendary taunt.
Oh, of course. You got to do that, though. That's a little bit. That's that tri-state swagger. I know you know a little bit about that, though, Hazmat. So
you're from New York.
There you go. Exactly, man. See, you get it. If you ain't styling, what are you doing? So, WebbJP trying to tack on a little bit more of the damage. The shield art out.
Ome and Nico are Shulk specialists and top players. I said that. Come on, bruh.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Nico's big. Come not driving on any Shulk, so he doesn't really play any other characters, though. It's so amazing. I like Kome. I know the pain. I think Shulk's amazing. Come on, chat. Work with me here.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
That's
that's Smash Art Minato for you. And that's the thing, though. I mean, you do see Shulk getting results, and certainly you might be seeing that here. Take another look at that on the MXC Impact replay. The drag downs, or drag overs, whatever you want to call it, just dictating the movement with the Minato, and GaYo just giving WebbJP absolutely no room to breathe whatsoever. And I do kind of respect the notion, Hazmat, that I do kind of respect the notion that perhaps the meta hasn't fully evolved around Shulk. You know what I mean? Like, the style of play, it is very complex. You could do a whole lot of things with them. But certainly the same could be said about someone like Hero, and definitely Link, if we're being completely honest. Like, we're only seeing people really start to, like, come around to Link, perhaps being the best of the three, because even though you have really committal aerials and all that sort of stuff, there's a lot that you can set up with the character. You got to have a brain to use the dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and like you can kind of like easily use the map of like the versatility of the character between you can be fast, you can jump high, you can hit really hard, you can combo, really hard, you can do all these disadvantages easily with the shield mode. But yeah, I agree. UBL Soul, I think there's some good results up there and some really good Shulk players. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just like, what, like an S tier or honestly, my best it's not as the front of it. So I think Shulk is a really damn good character. I think it's just gonna take. I don't know what it's gonna take at this point. We don't have offline tournaments, so.
Yeah, like I'm not saying that it's not true in theory, but if you're pointing at like 2 or 3 tournament results, that's not really a thing, because that's an anecdote, and an anecdote is just kind of a crappy argument.
That's why I asked, because Kome was 20 last PBR. That's the best we did. Like, I can't remember where he was. He was really good, which I don't think he really get to that point with at least not a list here, or even a list here would be almost impossible to do that. So, top tier did in the game definitely character too. So it's not like you can call him high tier too. I think you could argue that, but it's hard to say. I think he's so good, but it's hard.
Ooh.
Alright, bringing it right back.
Yeah, GaYo not shaking it off. Sometimes you just get caught with the down air at the ledge. Like, that is going to happen. And WebbJP maybe doesn't go for it all the time, but when he gets it, it connects and it hurts. You gotta just kind of let that go. Sometimes you'll get a goal scored on you. It doesn't matter. You gotta put that in the past. But Buster, this is the exact thing that he got off of Buster immediately. That's the one art where you really do want to get up close and fight and put on damage, because that's how you're going to pile it up. That's how you're going to pile it up really quickly. GaYo realizing that and switching off the shield art incredibly quickly. So I do like that adjustment from GaYo, but WebbJP with the awareness, like making it well known that if you are going to fight me in this mode, I have the capability to just press buttons on you. So WebbJP right now controlling the pace of the matchup. GaYo gonna try to hop around just a little bit, slow down, maybe throw WebbJP's offense off rhythm, but doesn't seem to be working so far. WebbJP sitting at 45%, and with a stock ahead. GaYo, I don't know, is the download complete, Hazmat?
It definitely might be, man. I mean, this is the guy who made it 2 brands without dropping a set, so we've seen a lot of special stuff from this Lucas. I think he has to adjust. Like you said, we would have put it the curveball Shulk. I even call Shulk a knuckleball. I mean, we were talking about different pitches earlier. It's just if you're not ready for this type of pitch, you're never going to hit it.
Yeah. So we are going to... Ooh. Yeah, someone actually brought up a very good point that I wanted to touch on. I don't think it applies as heavily for Shulk, but nevertheless, WebbJP just showing F tilt. I kind of wonder where the true intentions are lying right now, but a full stock lead for WebbJP. Nevertheless, I'm liking the adjustment. You know what? You're slowing down the pace of the game a little bit. You're not really playing around the... Oh, man. GaYo showing quite a bit, however. The switching over to Smash Art, the desperation to get this stock off of WebbJP, just a little palpable, and it makes you wonder how much he'll overextend in order to get it. The PK Bio is going to kill off of the side. That's just GaYo running out of real estate, man. There's a lot of knockback on that PK Fire, especially when you're just kind of sitting there at 160-something.
So this is the interesting part of kind of running. Nice job there by WebbJP closing out that game. Game 2, because game 1 was looking pretty tough, but now he's kind of looks like he's going to download on the matchup and doing it better. Especially against this Shulk. So the thing is, at this point, are we going to see a character change? Because we know not only is there a Shulk on that side of the map, but there's also a Sonic. There's also a Pit. There's also his hero is really good. I think, but he lost with the hero to the Lucas before, right? He didn't try Pit. Yep, there we go. There we go.
Pit or Dark Pit, yeah. There are slight differences, folks. So, different properties on the arrows. Obviously, the side B is just ever so slightly different between Pit and Dark Pit. I don't know. See, it makes you wonder, and yeah, it's so weird to see how things vary. And okay, now we're seeing a Palu. Couldn't be a true tri-state weekly without a Palu popping up somewhere in top 8, but
yeah, dude, another
guys like Don, you get it.
Is this the 5th character we've seen from GaYo? Pit, Hero, yep, 5th. Pit, Hero, Sonic, Shulk, and Palu.
Yeah.
Jeez. There's not a blind spot in this guy's lineup.
Seriously. We've seen, let's see, GaYo plays the entire cast of Kid Icarus, it seems, so.
all 2 characters.
Yeah. 2.5. Yeah, you don't discount my son Dark Pit like that. Looking for the grab. Because grab is a thing on Palu, so might as well utilize it.
Oh god, yeah, is it ever?
It's like the one character that has a functional grab. It's ridiculous, but nevertheless. Oh, shielding the dash attack. Perhaps telegraphed a little bit. I kind of wonder that Palu really isn't meta online, and what makes it so... is it just because there are so many characters that get so much more from online than does Palutena, or is it just because, I don't know, is it just legitimately not good?
I still think she's pretty good on Wi-Fi. It's hard to say. I feel like you just got to play a little bit of a different style, like a little campier. I think you might be able to cash in on like some more neutral Bs and side Bs and stuff. She has some good frame trapping stuff too and disadvantage, so I think she's still pretty solid, about the same as she was originally on the tier list. So it's hard to kind of, if you're not fighting against her the correct way, doing it on Wi-Fi is difficult.
I agree with that. I do kind of wonder if maybe you can get some cool stuff, obviously, utilizing the projectiles a lot more if you're Palutena, but then again, you're kind of then stuck in the same realm, ironically enough, that Pit was stuck in for the first year and a half of this game, as WebbJP is just running rampant on this game number 3. I do kind of wonder if you're just stuck in the same realm that Pit was before. It was like, why would I use this character when I can just do the same thing except with Pac-Man and with Sonic except with my body? Like, I can camp, but if I'm going to camp, I'm going to use the campers in order to do that.
You go again there, man. First stock taken by the Palu from GaYo.
Yeah.
Put himself on the board, but he's got a huge deficit to dig himself out of. Almost a complete 2 stocks behind on his last one, too.
Yeah, and you know that Lucas has the power to take the stock right here, right now. So you got to start piling it up right now. Here comes the wheel. Wheel in the sky keeps on turning, but you'll be piling on a little bit more. You really do have to rely on this nickel and dime damage and just kind of hope that WebbJP doesn't land one of the many devastating hitboxes that he can throw out at you at any time. Yeah, it's kind of a precarious position, all things considered there.
Coming down the end here, we got a down throw, looking for the follow-up into a fair. Nope. Okay. This time, Webb trying to close out this game, looking for a hard read there, a little fundies action from GaYo on the. Oh, okay, nice job. Catching Palu. That's probably where she's weakest, is when she's trying to teleport to the ledge. If you got the timing down for that, you can hit that every day of the week. And Lucas F tilt very strong in that position, so nice job there. Webb cleaning that one up, a solid 2-stock victory, and this is kind of looking like, honestly, there's something to be said about being a character specialist and really, really locking down, you know, even questionable matchups like Shulk or something for Lucas. Even if that is one, I feel like it's not a good matchup for Lucas. So, being like the person like this is my main character, and I know you play 5 to 6 characters at a very high level, but being able to play my one character perfectly, I think that's better than kind of spreading myself across so many different characters. And you can really see that in Webb's gameplay, man. He's really shining right now after that first game.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you wonder. I know this is a completely different game, but it goes back to just like the mentality of the sport. Is he goes back to the Sonic, and you know what? If you think it'll work, why not? I do kind of wonder how much you could translate this situation to that of someone like, say, Rongchu, who, obviously Panda is a low-tier character in Tekken 7, but still, you struggle so much with guys like me and Kudon so much in the past that you feel like you have to pick up like a Xiaoyu or a Geese or something like that, like a top-tier character.
I don't know Tekken that well.
Well, I mean, so like one of the top-tier characters, but Rongchu is a specialist that plays a low tier, plays Panda. But eventually, you stick around with this character long enough, you get good enough with it. Eventually, maybe you can win the world championship, which you wound up doing. But it makes you wonder just how far you can carry a character in a certain game. But also, the concession has to be made, half Matt. Smash Ultimate is a much different game than Tekken.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, just pure roster size alone, I think, changes the bet up a lot. But this Sonic, I'm kind of surprised he didn't go Sonic earlier. Sonic is playing amazing right now, closing out the last 2 sets, knocking out very good players at 4th and 3rd respectively. The Sonic is really good. I don't know if he just doesn't know the matchup, wasn't feeling confident, or what his deal was, but I like this change, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, already you're seeing a big difference in GaYo, realizing that his success in this game is going to come down to how much they can slow down the game.
23%, man.
Oh,
okay.
At PK3 freeze, yeah, it's just a little bit of a deterrent. Whatever. The question is really, like, can you take this to a game 5? Because if you get this to a game 5, anything can happen. That's fine. You're sitting at 54%. You have a stock lead. Nothing's for certain, but you're comfortable at the very least. Maybe, just maybe, you can draw out WebbJP into making a mistake. Who knows? But like, if you lose one of these interactions, you're probably eating 40 to 50 points worth of damage. And is that a position that you want to be in right now? Especially when this is match point ostensibly for WebbJP.
Okay. The tricky part with Sonic, like, he's in that position, like, he's either going to go for a grab or start charging a spin dash, so kind of the mix-up is, am I going to shield or what? I think a good option is just to kind of move away and throw out a hitbox behind you. Like, turning around and PK firing there would be a good option too, but it's tricky when you get kind of into that defensive mindset.
I mean, yeah, you know that you're not worrying too much about the up-close gameplay aspect of it. Like, that's kind of thrown out of the window. When you're seeing GaYo's Sonic, maybe you've done your study and you kind of know what you're in for. So you might as well just kind of rely on the PK fires a little bit more, rely on the knockback that it gives you, and certainly the PK freeze expertly placed. And WebbJP will claim his first stock there. Not a bad position to be in if you're WebbJP.
Nah, and like I said, like, his Lucas really does come to life over some time. Like, he likes to take his time, figure out a matchup, and then start really exposing, the way you're approaching. You saw Beast kind of do that towards the end of their set as well, kind of blowing up like the spin dash patterns and the way that he moves around platforms and all that stuff. And since Lucas has a good projectile in his kit, a couple good projectiles in his kit, a very active nair, some good aerials too to kind of contest Sonic, I think we could see some more adjustments being made by WebbJP. He's playing the matchup very well at this point.
Yeah, not doing too badly. GaYo, however, exercising just It's in the words of Guns N' Roses, all we need is just a little patience. I love throwing in music references. But
That rule.
dude, GaYo, however, mixing up WebbJP just a little bit kind of makes you wonder if the patient play is wearing on WebbJP just a little bit. That back air going to connect, trying to connect with the up air, but it is infamously broken compared to Smash 4's variation of it.
Okay, good angle there too. Again, a hard one to hit on Wi-Fi, especially with a little delayed thrown in there. So very good job by WebbJP. Trying to move around the Sonic, the homing attack, holding it strong. Good pressure here from GaYo. He's just gonna be chilling, man. Moving around.
Looking for the PK freeze cheese. Why not? Oh man, WebbJP, you're really gonna try to do it to him. That is
You got him, man. There.
Oh my god.
Really bad situation to be in now for WebbJP. He's got to try to catch the Sonic with Lucas with a stock deficit. Everything's looking good for GaYo right now. Let's see what WebbJP can do.
WebbJP got caught with the spring. Obviously not too consequential, but does stagger your movement just a little bit. You want to try to get your feet on the ground so you can maybe deploy one of those menacing hitboxes that can threaten GaYo just a little bit more. But all of a sudden, this Sonic slowing down the game. You're seeing it pay off just a little bit more, and all of a sudden you have a full stock lead. And all it took was 5 minutes to do it.
Yeah, this is looking like the GaYo show 100%.
Yeah.
Not looking good for little Lucas, but you know he's not out of it yet. He's a minute 30-ish to make this happen too.
Yeah.
This guy's got to hurry it up, man. The Taylor Swift comes out in 10 minutes, and, I got to start bumping that ASAP. Gotta get my reviews out.
You have to.
I got it, bro. I
mean,
don't. Who is? Billion.
Theoretically, someone will. I'm just saying. But it's got to be you, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be me. I'm gonna be listening to it. If this cast goes on past midnight, it's going on, bro. You might hear it in my headset.
Look, does New England want to claim Taylor Swift? Like, do you want?
I'll do
want
it.
her?
I'll claim her.
Go. She's yours, man. She's yours.
Hey, bro.
We'll trade you. Have you ever heard of Piebald?
No.
All right. We'll. Perfect. I'll take him. Okay. Either way, we'll discuss that off. We'll discuss that off the air. WebbJP, however, trying to make his way back into the matchup. All you really need, like, you're an up smash away, really. If you just call out a landing or something.
Well, then you got to take a whole stock of 20 seconds. This one's over. I think WebbJP should just call it. Yep, they're gonna call it. I think.
Yeah, probably. So WebbJP is gonna be perfectly content with letting this go to a game 5, and GaYo's certainly not rushing anything. Okay, what if? Okay, really, GaYo?
Yeah, I kind of like that actually. All right, I kind of like that.
Yeah. High quality
Totally,
action
man.
on a Thursday night. I know that y'all love it. Oh man, all of it. You know what? I was actually just kind of thinking. You remember in the first Sonic game? Break this down for us, Hazmat.
Yep. Break what down for you?
Oh,
I thought you were
never
saying.
mind.
Sorry, you said it in the first Sonic game. I was like, all right, yep. Are you
Okay,
talking about
yeah.
the Sonic games? Okay, my bad.
I saw the replay pop up. I'm sorry. There's a lack of
really
synergy
put-
there.
You
So-
put you put Glenn Tendo in the title, by the way.
The only reason I do that is because he's recognizable from Glintendo Circuit. So I'm trying to basically
And
get
from his Twitter.com account.
Yeah, man. So
True.
he's got his ad running through the tournament, and I don't know.
GTC, the Glenn Tendo circuit, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's a big deal now. Believe it or not, it's like an international circuit, dude. We get like Charlie the King enters
Shut up, bro.
sometimes, dude. Charlie the King
It's not
enters.
international.
No, but dude, there's people from France. We have people
Okay,
from
that's
Germany. Have people from the UK. We've got people from Mexico. It's crazy.
Like Charlie the King just really likes Japanese culture. It doesn't mean it's international. He lives in California.
No, yeah, like Spargo's entered before. It's really weird. It gets like such a mixed bag of people.
Ooh. Wait, have we seen a character change?
Yeah, we saw the pit come out. So going back to
Sweet.
the old reliable, and see, I was just about to touch on the irony of, I don't know if you remember the first like the Genesis games. where if you stood around for long enough, you would get like that idle animation where Sonic would kind of tap his foot, being impatient and all that. And how much of a change that is
The irony.
from it's a bit of a I guess ironic detachment is the word that I would utilize to describe Sonic's gameplay, but nevertheless, it could very well be the final destination for GaYo if he loses here. WebbJP one stock away from winning the whole thing, but GaYo going with the tried and true character to try to find his way to true finals. Jab blocks. River dancing. Yeah, Pit has the recovery to make that happen.
That was so close, though. I mean, even then, Pit's recovery is insanely linear, so lining up an active dare that leads into a spike like that was a great idea by Webb, and I think this change of scenery is really welcome and refreshed to... we've been seeing a lot of PS2 throughout the entire night in top 8, but you can tell Webb with his last counter pick here is really going to try to just take this one home before seeing another, having to take down another set, but GaYo's Pit coming to life a bit here at the ledge.
Back air, heavily buffed over the course of this game, but yeah, Pit's Bear, I mean, before this particular patch, absolutely the best aerial that that Pit had. That thing could carry off stage, could combo into itself. One of the real reasons that you had to use Pit, if you could call it one, anyway. Yeah, that arrow with the energy property is going to be absorbed. So WebbJP trying to neutralize that early on. Like if GaYo is going to keep himself at a distance, that's fine. You're just going to give me free health. That's cool with me. Spot dodged. Well done by GaYo. Gonna try to, you know what? If you can render my arrows irrelevant, then I can do the same thing for your little toy snake that you got at Dollar Tree.
PK Fire almost KOing here. Webb at the ledge.
Ooh.
Nice job using the side B. Rarely seen, Reflector use that, and the side B is barely going to connect. GaYo feeling himself as he should. He went down a lot in that first stock, able to fight back very well and take it. He's kind of trolling too. All right, GaYo. Go on, man.
Ooh, okay. I'm surprised we didn't see the taunt from WebbJP right back. Just, the Saudi online taunts. Why not? But WebbJP not doing too badly for himself, all things considered. It's a moderately paced Game 5, shall we say, Hazmat, but...
Yeah. Okay, look at the pressure in the ledge. I feel like GaYo's just done such a good job holding down center stage, man, and forcing Lucas off stage. Here we go again. Remember the down throw? Parry to F tilt. Look for a follow-up, too. Nice. Ooh. Dude, his side Bs are very, very clutch. Again, it's just that defensive reading play. You're just catching someone retreating or going for a roll or anything. That side B is going to be really good from Pit. Falling up air into back air. That's so clutch. Ooh. That's so clutch. Who hits that? WebbJP, insanity.
WebbJP, man. I mean, you have to be able to come up with the big plays if you're going to win. If you're going to win these tournaments, and WebbJP has done that seemingly ad infinitum. Some might say ad nauseum. In these Wi-Fi tournaments, it's going to be Nair that clutches it out. One stock to settle it. GaYo for the reset. WebbJP for the whole shebang. Starting things off, and GaYo just trying to make up ground, and you got to do that chip damage in the air with those aerials.
WebbJP
Nair, such a good spacing tool.
Dude, WebbJP had to make an enormous play to even stay in this Game 5. Let's see if he can pull another one out of his pocket here. Maybe we're going to see a second set, but these up airs, good pressure here. WebbJP getting grabbed. Now it's GaYo's turn to talk. Down throw into a back air. Ooh, almost scooped him on the rope snake recovery. Down air again. Again, looking for the tap dancing, man. He's tapping on him.
Yeah. I mean, he's been river dancing the whole night. Did that all the way through to winner's side grand finals. So you wind up here, man. You can't do that without just a little bit of skill, and WebbJP has that in spades. GaYo, however, proving his resiliency and certainly his versatility, utilizing, what, 4 different characters this entire,
5, I think.
Yeah, this set alone, yeah, seemingly a different one every game. And Pit going to have to be the one that carries him into a reset, if that is going to be GaYo's destiny. However, WebbJP looking to finish it out here. GaYo makes it back to the ledge at 153.
Yep, going through that. It's going to be a down throw, looking for a follow-up. Air dodging through the fair. Webb at the ledge. If he gets to grab the forward air, that is going to do it, closing it out. WebbJP so clutch in that game 5 between the first conversion and the second stock, and then that final one there off the ledge. Fair, beating out the pit in the air. Very nice job. WebbJP taking down the tournament without dropping a set, but man, that was a sweaty game 5 for sure.
That was so close. And GaYo, you have to think that could have found a way back into that thing if you were able to make it back to the stage, but making sure that there was no way to get back to it. And you saw that first stock, so very clutch for GaYo to be able to pull that out. And the efficiency of the side B was certainly effective, but that dunk, first of all, making sure that GaYo had absolutely no room for error at the last, going into that last stock. It did not feel like it was going to be all that close once we got to that point, but GaYo slowly but surely making his way back in and eventually hitting the back air that wound up clutching out the set, and certainly the Game 5 victory did not come easily for WebbJP, but at the same time, Hazmat, you never really felt like he fully lost control in that game.
No, especially at the beginning of Game 5, he came out with like a bang, and then the pit started marching back, and it was just kind of like, it was a real back and forth through the first stock. Actually, I think GaYo did. Yeah, GaYo took the first stock, and then it was like, WebbJP responded, and it looked like he was down to stock 2, and it was looking really bad. And if he didn't hit that, clutch back air conversion, I certainly would have lost that Game 5, or it would have been a lot harder to seal that one out. So that was just insanely clutch, man. Two clutch stocks there to close out that last one. A good counter pick at FD2 really seemed to help Lucas out. So it was good recoveries too from GaYo. I have to say, a lot of side B through the PK Thunder, which we saw. PK Thunder is if your character doesn't have a tool to deal with it, it can be such a problem on stage. So, GG's, man, that was a great tournament, I must say.
No, excellently done by all the players involved. GaYo, I mean, the versatility in and of itself is incredibly impressive, and GaYo's showings in these past couple of weeks showing the maturation of a very talented player, certainly in the tri-state region, and the rise of Pit, the uprising, shall we say. Certainly in full effect. Glad to see that, but right now it's WebbJP and his Lucas that reign supreme in the tri-state region. That's going to do it for us here at DNA.EXE. That's Chriselodian in production. Follow him on Twitter at Chriselodian. Shout outs to him. Absolutely great. Hazmat, what are you doing? Let the people know.
I'm chilling, man. I got GaMo coming up this weekend. Very excited to talk about, a huge bracket. It's going to be really good. Canadian major that never fails to deliver on some sort of crazy bracket upsets every single year. So make sure you guys turn into GaMo this weekend. You can find me at Hazmat Rules on Twitch and Twitter, and then just Hazmat on YouTube. Check out my video. I played against Mars. Man, that was a long time ago. It was about a month ago. Well, long in YouTube sense, but I barely do YouTube, so check that one out. I had a lot of fun playing my buddy Mars. We had a good YouTube video. So thanks for having me tonight, guys. It was really, really great to catch up with both of you and to cast some Smash again, man. Like I said, I love this game and the community, and really excited to watch us have this renaissance or rebirth of the scene here. So it's gonna be great, man. Stu, what about the people? Where can they find you, bro?
They can find me on Twitter at Stu the Announcer. I have something in the works that hopefully I can announce within the week. Perhaps focusing on more than just Smash. It's gonna be a little something that hopefully I can reveal. But if I am not, I'll probably be back here next week with a lot of egg on my face. Who knows? Y'all can hold me to that, and if you want to do that, at the very least, follow me on Twitter so you can do that. So so appreciate y'all for that. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I'll leave you with this: the world is such a crazy place, so do something nice for a stranger today. That's all I've got, and that's all we've got. We'll be back here on Sunday night for the Glentendo circuit, and no, you don't want to miss that. It's a fun time every week, and that's going to be on Sunday night at 7 for everyone here at Master Hand Gaming. Alongside Hazmat, I'm Stu the Announcer. Rage on, everyone, and until we meet again, happy smashing.